We begin right here at Union Square. Did you know that just across the way every night, 42 homeless women have a warm place to sleep and a good hot meal? St. Patrick's Shelter has 32 emergency beds for women and another for women who are trying to transition from homelessness to having a place to call their own.
The reason why I'm in a transitional program is I lost my full-time job in 2009, went on unemployment for 2 years. It wasn't enough to keep my apartment where I lived.
Transitional program is a working women's program. They have to work at least 30 or 35 hours a week, and they can stay in that program for up to 2 years. It gives them the opportunity to put things back together. You know, before women become homeless, there's a lot of loss. It's not just your loss of your house. Sometimes it's preceded by loss of your health, loss of your job, loss of, you know, a stable family situation. It's not necessarily just, oh, well, we'll put you right back into housing and you're going to be okay. And they have to save 2/3 of their income, and that's towards future housing costs. People just not being able to make ends meet sometimes. Many of them are working in hourly wage jobs, and they're making either minimum wage or just above minimum wage, and that's extremely difficult to find housing in the Somerville, Cambridge market. Many of the women who, even though they're working, are waiting for some form of subsidized housing, and those wait lists are very long. It will be, you know, 3 to 5 year waiting. So that's the day you become homeless. You've got 3 to 5 years to wait for a subsidized unit.
I think people don't realize the situation because I know in my own family when this happened to me, everybody was like, wow, you know, and I said, well, this is what happens when you lose a full-time job due to a recession, and I got caught up in the recession, and I was on unemployment. I did the extended unemployment, and that ran out. So I mean, once your money runs out, you have to like make adjustments in your life, and that's what I had to do. I was an automotive accountant for Toyota. Now I work for Panera Bread, and I'm a cashier, associate, barista. I do prep. I do anything. And I work about 30 to 35 hours a week.
We have the 10 women in our transitional program are all working. We had 11 women just recently in our emergency program who were working. So 11 out of the 32 emergency beds were for working women. There was a whole culture that would say, oh, well, people choose to be homeless. No one would choose this lifestyle. There always seems to be, you know, some precipitating factor, whether it's substance abuse, mental illness, it could be divorce, or it could be sexual assault. Many women have trauma histories that have led to them not being able to maybe function as well as you or I. If you walk down the streets of Somerville, I don't think anybody sitting on a bench over in Union Square would be able to go, oh, she's homeless, she's homeless, she's homeless. Most of the women who stay here, you would walk right past them on the street, and you would not know that they were homeless. Many things can happen in one's life to turn it around and very quickly.
I just really want a small apartment, you know, that I can afford with my job now. And just, I really want to entertain my children and my family. So I have like just a living room and a kitchen and a bedroom, you know what I mean? I just want a small apartment. And I think that's it.
About 500,000 people are homeless here in the United States. Half are in families and 9% are veterans. According to St. Patrick's, 90% of the women who go through the transition program end up getting their own place to live.